What's the deal with the receipts? And is there really a toxicity? You shouldn't touch the receipts that get spit out of the machine at Walmart or Home Depot or Publix.
It's like that weird waxy paper.
It's not weird,
it's
waxy
thin. It's
paper.
that thin.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like paper.
No.
No,
It doesn't feel like plastic either.
It's sort of like that. Sometimes if you touch it wrong, it kind of gives you that chill, like that. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
When
No?
the kids were younger, we used to have
Yeah.
a joke that would the Walgreens receipt be taller than the kid?
No, that's CVS.
CVS. CVS.
This is CVS.
We would go to CVS and you'd buy one thing.
Yeah.
And the receipt was 19 feet long.
And we're like, is it going
Are
to
they still doing that?
I think they've backed off a little bit because that's a lot of waste.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put
yeah.
10 people's receipts on
Right.
for coupons that rarely get
Right.
used.
The coupons that never get used.
3 customers go through a whole roll.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to put a new roll in
So,
again.
what's the real truth behind the receipts and the claim that BPA, a chemical, is on these receipts and it's going to poison you? I've had Chloe say it to me. I've had Julian say it to me. Dad, don't touch the receipt. And this I've been aware of this for a couple of years now. Maybe it's been floating around on social media. You've got stupid TikTok videos going around, Instagram reels going around. Oh, yeah, you should never. Have you noticed on social media? See, I don't do TikTok, but, I'm on Instagram, obviously. And, man, all these freaking medical experts and, guys walking through Costco telling you what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat. And, everyone's a medical expert now on Instagram and TikTok, apparently. So what is the real deal with the so-called toxic chemicals found on receipts? And are they killing you? And my kids will say, Dad, don't touch the receipt. I'm like, stop. What, you want me to wear gloves? I'm gonna walk around with a pocket full of like food prep gloves.
Yeah.
It's called thermal paper.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, that's what the receipt
So
paper is
it's a
called.
thermal paper, and the claim is that it contains the chemical BPA, and
BPS.
it's the compound. It's BPA, or it's got a sibling. It's a sibling that's also called BPS. So it's BPA or BPS. And the compounds are used in thermal printing to create text without ink. Now, the chemicals, BPA and BPS, they are what they call endocrine disruptors. So they can interfere with your body chemistry, your hormones, estrogen. And the deal is that you would have to consume an enormous amount. Touching a receipt here and there is not doing jack to you. I mean, so don't get all wigged out and cry, oh my God, I can't touch the receipt. Oh, I'm going to bring some tongs. I'm going to grab some ice bucket tongs to grab the receipt out of the machine. You don't need to go all nutty, folks, about this. The fact is that the research into the chemical disruption of BPA and BPS from these receipts, the research involves ridiculously high doses, massive exposure to these chemicals. Like if you work in a factory or a lab setting or some type of an environment with an enormous amount of these chemicals, not like a retail operation, where you got the receipts coming out of the machine and the customer touches the receipts. Now, what about like a cashier? So if you opt, let's say at Walmart, to do self-checkout and the customers are grabbing their own receipts, what about if you have a manned checkout lane where you have a person there and they're constantly ripping off the receipts? And again, I don't think that rises to the level of BPA and BPS exposure. But if you are so inclined and you're freaked out over receipts, you know what? We got a lot of crap to be scared of. Should we really be scared of receipts?
I feel like more places are asking me if I want a receipt.
Yeah, more and more.
Yeah, I feel like that's been happening over the last couple of months.
Yeah, versus email or text.
Would you like a printed
Oh,
copy?
yeah.
We went out the other night for dinner, and the guy's like, would you like a copy of your receipt? And I'm like, yes. And I'm like, why the hell do I have a copy of this receipt?
Do I really need it? I mean, when I do a credit card charge, I get an alert on my phone, of what just charged.
Yeah.
So if they try to, pull some shenanigans and jam up the tip or something, I'm going to get an alert. I'm going to know. Anyway, do we have any receipt wackos out there? Let's go to phones on this. Let's grab a couple of calls. 800-990-1047. Do we have any, receipt wackos or any folks that are, really, insane about not touching the receipts? Have you been sucked into, oh, my God, I'm going to get poisoned by BPA if I touch the receipt?
I'm sure they're out there.
Well,
If you're very conscious, if you've turned into one of these, receipt nuts and you don't want to touch these receipts, call us up. Or if you know somebody, or are your kids seeing the same crap on TikTok and Instagram Reels that my kids are seeing? Dad, don't touch the receipt. You're going to get poisoned. All right. 800. Julian said that to me.
I know. He says it to me every time.
800-990-1047. Are you insane about the receipts, or do you know somebody not touching the store receipts, or any other angle? Hey, maybe you work at the store. Maybe you've got some thoughts on working as a clerk at a store and you're ripping off the receipts. All right, 800-990-1047. If you're a receipt toucher and you don't give a flying crap, or if you avoid touching the receipts because of the chemicals on the paper, on the thermal paper, would love to hear from you. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047.
Yeah, the worst part is if you leave the receipt in your car for a day,
Yeah.
it evaporates.
Oh, yeah,
You ever find a receipt and the thermal imaging
It's gone.
lightens and you can't
You can't see it.
It's pointless.
Well, Fester, I'm going to give you a warning because one of the biggest offenders is Dollar General.
Whoa.
They received a notification from the
They have
Center of Environmental Health in California.
They have too much BPA in their receipts?
Yeah, they exceed California's Proposition 65 limits of BPS.
Oh, God.
Yes.
AMC theaters,
Yeah.
Dollar General, and Burger King receive notifications.
What? That they're putting they're trying to poison their
God.
customers even more. We're supersizing our BPA in our receipts.
Super toxic.
You named my three favorite places.
I know. I'm sorry.
The movie theater, Burger King, and Dollar General.
Fester, you better be careful.
Whoa.
Let me go to phones. Open up the screener, would you please? All right, Andrew's got some calls screened. Let's grab Sherry in St. Pete. Sherry, you are on the MJ Morning Show on 104.7 FM. And by the way, folks, we are on the air today. If you tried to tune in yesterday and all you heard was or some other station filtering in, we had a massive technical failure and breakdown yesterday. I'll get into that a little later on of exactly what happened. Sherry, welcome to the MJ broadcast.
Good morning, guys.
Yes.
So my kids and I had a huge argument about this a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
So we went online. You start Googling things and looking. The paper, from my understanding, is no different than what used to go through the fax machines back in the 80s.
Yeah, same deal.
A thermal,
a thermal. Yeah,
deal.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the difference? I mean, if you were back then, look all the paper we dealt with fax machines back then. That's all there was. What's the difference?
Yeah,
What is it today that isn't? So there was a huge argument at the dinner table about this.
Yeah, there's just this ginned up, juiced up fear of receipts now. And again, I blame social media and these videos and people just trying to gin up crap for content.
Absolutely, but I don't think it's any different from what I've read than the fax paper we dealt with back in offices in the 80s when fax machines first came out.
It's the thermal printing method. I think it's very similar, if not the same. All right.
That's what it is.
Sherry, thank you for calling. I appreciate it.
Have a great day. All right, bye-bye.
You too.
Is nobody going to bring up half the people who use fax machines are dead?
Do you know there are places that still require faxes? Like pharmacies,
doctors' offices.
There's certain insurance documents, and hello, you can't use a PDF file in an email. There are some things that still require a freaking fax. It's 2025 for crying out freaking loud. All right, Alana is in Tampa. Alana, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
I guess, I'm calling because I handle receipts all the time. And I must not be on social media as much as everybody else because this is kind of the first time I'm hearing about this.
You know what? You're probably mentally healthier for not being on social media as much as most people.
But you are handling a lot of receipts.
So you're physically in a crap load of trouble.
It's a wash.
All right, no, go ahead, Alana.
Yeah, but you know what? I've been doing it for years. I think, I own a company. I have to collect receipts not only for my company, but when you own a business, you're going to want to itemize your taxes. So I think, it may not be the business owner handling them necessarily. It's more the office staff or someone like that. And I've never had anyone tell me, oh, that's horrible. Don't do that. Or, whether you're collecting your gas receipts or you've got crews that are bringing you receipts from money they've spent in the field. The thing is that everything's bad for you nowadays. Like,
do you have any health issues? Since you touch a lot of receipts, when's the last time you had a full physical?
I get one every year, and I'm perfectly healthy. So, again, that's why I don't understand. If you're letting your kids drink out of plastic bottles and plastic water bottles, and I think that's much worse than handling receipts.
And listen, that's another concern, like the BPA and plastic water bottles. Alana, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. You like the video? If so, go ahead and click like, share, subscribe, and get more.